All right, so we didn't get a chance to install these yesterday, and we got to remove these 2 bolts here, 2 bolts back here, get all this shifter stuff out of here, and then pull it out and assemble it. So we're gonna do that right now. All right, so we got a 10 millimeter and an extension. I'm just gonna remove these. So we got to remove the shifter cables. To do that, we just take out these cotter pins. There's one there and one here. Now that the cotter pins are out off the shifter cables, we need to take out these 2 brackets here so that we can swing the cables out of the way so we can get to this. All right, so we got those 2 clips out. We got the shifter cables out. Took out the bolts and took out the sensor. So all we need to do is pull this out, get it on the bench, and then start disassembling it to get to the springs. There's one more bolt I forgot to mention that you need to remove. It's on the front of the tranny, just under the gear selector. You need to remove that or you won't be able to pull it out. All right, you might need to get a pry bar to get in here to pry this up. It's held on by Honda Bond, so it's kind of stuck in there, but I got it broken loose, so we're just gonna pull it out. All right, so there we go. And what we need to take out is this bolt right here. When we take it out, there's a washer, and we gotta compress it, because as soon as we take that out, this thing's gonna wanna open up. So there we go, we got the bolt out. You can see it's starting to decompress and open up. We just gotta slide it apart. So this is the part where I'm gonna need 2 hands. Springs open. So you got a big spring, a small spring. Just pull it apart. Got your big spring, your small spring, and the washer. Here's the OEM spring, and here's the hybrid racing one. You can see the hybrid racing one is a little bit shorter. And here's the OEM spring and the hybrid racing spring. They look kind of identical. Small spring, big spring, and your cap. Something like that. And this goes back on here. Make sure everything all lines up. There we go. So now we just gotta compress it and then get that bolt lined up. You can see it. Make sure you got the washer. Boom. New springs. All right, we got everything back together. We got the bolt in, everything's lined up. Had a little issue where when it came apart, this shifter bracket wasn't lined up with here, so I had to take it apart. Stupid me. But anyways, everything's good. Let's get her back in. There we go. All right, so now we got the shifter back in. Gotta get these shifter cables in. Back. Slide it in. All right, everything's buttoned up. We got the detent springs installed yesterday. Today we did the gear shift selector springs. Let's see how it feels. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Yeah, it feels stiffer in a good way. Like you know you're in the gear. Yeah, totally worth the $40 I paid for everything. All right, all done installing the hybrid racing gear shifter springs. That was pretty much everything that I wanted to do before Rev Alaska tomorrow. I did have this Mugen strut bar, but I can't install it because of the panels and the trunk, so we'll have to figure something out for that. But appreciate everyone who hung out and watched the video. Thanks a lot.